Doing okay. So this is the second video that I've made since I've been home. The first one you guys might have seen earlier was on a me basically talking about how I feed my fish throughout the year as far as the pond fish. This one's gonna be basically a small update on this tank. Neons are doing fine. The little zebra danios are doing great. They're growing a lot bigger. Everything's right with the world in this tank. Everything's looking fine. It's still very low stock. I want to keep it low stock so that way nothing gets too numerous, and that way I don't cause myself a whole bunch of problems or my mother a bunch of problems. This is really her tank. Any fish that she wants, I can pretty much put in this tank because she likes the cute little colorful ones, so that's no big deal. They tend to all usually get along, those little community tropical fish. But here's the issue that I'm having right now, and it's not a big issue, but it's just kind of annoying. They're back. After all these years of never seeing that many snails, I might see one once in a while. Something has prompted these snails to start being very prolific. Look at this. That's all snails right there. What the hell? And look, my Chinese firebelly newts are extremely healthy. Nothing's wrong with that. A positive is that the Java fern is growing back because it was receding a lot before. I found out that the light just wasn't being turned on for a long period of time during the day, which is fine for the newts. The newts don't need bright light, but it helps the plants. So now we're leaving the light on a little bit longer. I doubt that's a correlation. I don't think that's a correlation because from what I know about snails, they're the guys who pretty much, you'll find them around dusk and dawn. They don't like to be out in the sun, so I don't see why light would make them breed. That would sound like completely ridiculous to me, unless someone knows more than I do and they can say otherwise. But other than that, I have no idea. Nothing else changed in their environment except for us finally turning the light on longer. I have no idea why these snails are breeding like wildfire. Look at that. That is literally a mass of snails. That is like a horde of zombies right there. Look at that. It's ridiculous. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to not feed my newts for a little while and let them chomp down on the snails because they do eat the snails. I've observed them do that before. And I'm like, well, there's fresh food in here now. Probably better than like pelleted diets and things like that. They have shells, so they'll be getting a little bit of calcium. And the shells are very thin. They have no problems crushing these tiny snails. So I think I should just, cut back on food for a little while and let these guys just mow on these snails until they call this little group of gastropods back. And then I think that'll make things better, right, guys? I hope. But yeah, that's my little issue I'm having right now with these snails. They're going out of control. I don't want them to get worse. So the newts aren't going to get fed for a little while, so that way they can just start eating up these snails and getting rid of them. You have any information on why this happens? Let me know. If you have any questions, drop a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe. Later.